absolute retro nerd here, and I'm here to talk about my experience at Motor City Comic Con 2021. So last weekend was Comic Con. I went on Friday with my friend Tedder. We had a blast. We did some shopping. We met some of our kind of celebs, which mean comic book celebrities. I also met the guy that plays Michael Myers in the most recent films from my buddy Clinton. Got his signature, so he's really happy with that. I got to meet him, so I'm happy with that. Saw Braun Strowman, saw a couple other celebrities that I got to have fun with. The main people we want to go see, though, is Greg Capullo and Donnie Cates. I'm happy to say I got to meet them. Both are two genuinely nice guys, and when I get to show you my autographs, I'll explain a little bit more. The shopping was good. You know, at a con, you're going to pay a premium because it's right there in front of you, unless it's Sunday, and that's usually when the dealer just wants to get rid of stuff, unless it's like a heavy hitter book like I bought. They're not going to give you a deal on that. However, they'll give you a deal on all the trades, the dollar books, etc. So anyway, long story short, we went on Friday. It was a fun time. The least packed I've ever seen it. I don't know if that's because of what's going on right now in the world. When not, I don't care. It was a great shopping experience. The size of the con was about the same as always. About the same amount of booths. Some of the booths I'm used to weren't there, which I was a little sad. But they also had Indiana Comic Con going on that weekend, and I think Wizard World in Chicago. So I mean, I can't complain. But the ones that did show up, they were solid. The dealers were good, willing to work. We got all the books we were looking for at a fair, decent price. So without further ado, let's get into what I got. So I'm a sucker for prints, as you can see right there. And if you looked in my living room and around, you'll see prints all over the place. So I'm a Greg Capullo nut. Like I think the guy's amazing. So I got this. I want to say it is a metal Batman poster. And all these are going to be signed by Greg, which is awesome. Spawn 300. And I love that. And now we're on to the last one is going to be, I cherish really bad, like mostly. So this one is the 80th anniversary of Joker. He did a cover for it. I love this cover. So I got it in print format. And the fact he signed it was even better. And I got him to sign this. This one is like, sits by me at all times, right? Well, one of these figures is blocking it, but it's the New 52 first cover art for New 52 Batman. And it's signed by Greg. Getting to talk with Greg was really cool. He was really a good guy to chat with. I'll explain a little more in a second here on the stuff I picked up. But yeah, Greg was just a genuine, he was great to talk to. So, what I got from Greg was, I got a few books here. Okay. So I got 2 books signed by Greg. One I won't see for a few months because I CGC'd it. And that is Batman #2. I took that in the hopes that Scott Snyder was going to be there. I forgot he was in there till Saturday and Sunday. So I didn't get him to sign that. It'd been worth a hell of a lot more if he did. It's the first appearance of Talon, which is basically their baby from the Court of Owls, which is awesome. But I did get him to sign that. He gave me a cool backstory on it. So I CGC'd that. So I'll get a CG signature series put up there of Talon 2. So I'll have Batman New 52 1 and 2 in CGC format, which is pretty fucking cool. I didn't get this one CGC, but he did give me a cool backstory. So this is Spawn 39. And I picked this one for Greg to sign because I know Greg's first comic was Spawn 16 he penciled on. But this is his first cover. So I was excited and I wanted to get his signature. So when we're sitting there talking, we're just bullshitting. He goes, "Can I give you some awesome information on this book?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he starts opening and talking to me. He goes, "You see this TV stand? This is from my childhood. You see these ornaments? These are from my childhood. I drew this all from my childhood. And that's just awesome. Like, he just gave me so much cool information. And in general, a nice guy to talk to. I bought more posters just so I could sit there and talk. I mean, I probably didn't have to, but I wanted to give him my money just because he's just a nice guy. And I don't think he gets the credit he deserves in the community. So, the next person I went to meet would be Mr. Donnie Cates. And if anyone knows Donnie Cates, they should know him from a few runs. One being Venom, Thanos. He introduced Galactic, not Galactic Spawn, Galactic's Ghost Rider into the series. His Thor run's amazing. Sent crossover, Redneck, anything Donnie Cates touches right now is gold. So this is the first cover art he did for King Spawn with Todd McFarlane. I had to give him a sign it. I'm a Spawn nut. So I had to. It's one of those things. Now, I didn't CGC any of the Kate signatures. If I regret that later on, I'll get CBCS's. But I'm not too worried about it. I got the first appearance of Dylan Brock, Venom number 9, signed by Mr. Cates. Which is really cool. I picked this up from my local LCS before Comic-Con to get signed at Comic-Con, and the guy was just amazing. I was telling him how much I loved his Venom run, and I was gushing over it like a little school kid, and he was just like appreciative and so nice, and I couldn't be more thankful for them being that cool. And the last one I got signed by Mr. Cates is going to someone I know is a big Scotty Young fan, who didn't really care. They said they didn't want anything signed, but I know down the road they would regret not getting something signed. So I got them this, and King in Black, I want to say it's number 5 by Scotty Young, signed by Donnie Cates. Nice little gift for them. Okay, the last, I got 2 more books I purchased, and this one is Batman issue 1, Dark Knight. It's $5. I'm just collecting them, so I went for it. No cool backstory on this one. This one, however, has a cool backstory. So this is Todd McFarlane's first solo Spider-Man run. It's Torment. Got a good deal on it. It's going up in price. Anything McFarlane is going up in price right now. There we go. That's a better angle for you guys. Just because of the fact that Spawn over 300 resurgence Todd's popularity in the community. So anything is really going up in price. This Raw was $25. I was okay with that price. They had Polybag for $25 the same, but Polybags will eat away at the comics eventually, and it's not good for it. So I chose just to get the Raw on Polybag version. They also had all the other colors, the gold and the silver, so I chose the regular cover. And the last thing I bought at Comic-Con, this is my big boy. This is like, spent majority of my money on minus the signatures and me and, Greg, is a Spawn. I'm sorry, Spawn. I want to keep saying Spawn because I'm just going to respond today. Is a Hulk 340 Todd McFarlane cover 9.0. This is what started all the, like this. And honestly, I feel it's just the cover that makes it pricey. Because this started a whole bunch of cool homage covers. Quite a few that I want, actually, that I've noticed since getting this. But this bad boy was $250 freaking bucks. Now, the cool thing about this was, this is the first booth we stopped at. Now, I don't buy the first item at the booth we stop at. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I feel like we can find a better deal, right? So we go along the con. I find a 9.8 for like 500. I almost say 1,000, close to a 9.6 for 500. We're going higher and higher in the grades. I think I found one raw copy of this there at the con. I mean, granted, I probably could have looked a lot harder and found more. But it was towards the afternoon, it started getting more packed, and we were lugging everything around. So I found that copy, the raw copy, for $250. I'm like, I'm just gonna go get the graded copy for $250. So I went and picked up this for $250, and I honestly can't be happier. I love Todd McFarlane. I don't know if you got that from me yet or not. Huge Todd McFarlane fanboy. I'll openly admit to that one. I don't think he does. Like, I love all this stuff. All of his action figures are right there on my wall, and like I just like his art style. So that made me happy. Like this cover just made me happy. There are some regrets from Comic-Con, as there always are. First appearance of Carnage, I think we found one for like $130, and it wasn't the best shape, but it's a first appearance of Carnage, right? Passed on it. Wish I had it now, because honestly, I don't think I'm gonna find that for that decent of a price again. Carnage is probably gonna keep going up. I should have spent the money on it, quite frankly. But overall, a great experience this year. Like I said, I could shop at ease. I purchased no toys this year, as you can see. Toys buying has got pretty limited to me. I was looking for one particular, couldn't find it. Which is a shame, but I'll eventually get it. Whether it comes through my local LCS or if it comes through eBay, it's on my saved searches, so it'll pop up for me when it pops on there. But overall, I think I had a fun time. That Hulk's the most I've ever spent on one particular book, but when I think of the grand scheme of things, like, I think that book will keep climbing in value somewhat. I mean, it's going to plateau sooner or later, but the spec game on it, it's going to be alright. And if it's not, I don't give a shit. I love the cover, and I'll pay it again. I love that cover, and I ordered so many more colors, so many other covers off of that, homage covers, off eBay since getting that, because I just seen them in like a Rick and Morty one. There's a new, I can't remember what Spawn number. I think it's Spawn 225 or 222, something like that. There, it's awesome, and I'm excited. And this is the kind of thing I love because it makes me excited about collecting. So, Comic-Con was a success. Will I go back next year? Absolutely. I wish I could hit C2E2 this year if I didn't have like other trips coming up. I would, and it wasn't in December because my job requires me to basically be available from November to the end of December. It's a busy time of year for me. So with that being said, though, next year Motor City, I'm down. I know Tedder is too. We had a fun time going through long boxes where I found some of the Batman issues. Torment was on a wall, but it was a fun time going with someone that's almost like-minded and having a blast just looking for stuff you're looking for. We changed what we were looking for a couple times during the day. I know Terry changed his mind a couple times. Like, he went from the first appearance of Agatha the Witch or whatever from WandaVision to the first appearance of Carnage and second appearance of Venom, and ended up getting those two. I decided that I was going to get a Todd McFarlane book that meant something to me, and that just happened to be Hulk 340. I'm only 2 away now, though, from having this full Hulk run, because he only did 4 covers, if I remember correctly, and I have another one. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to go complete that. So overall, great time. If you guys want to know more, hit me up. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and until the next video, y'all take her easy.